By far, this is the hardest topic for me to speak about. Addiction. Addiction has plagued my family, plagued my life since I was a kid. I started smoking weed, drinking, and doing coke, slanging at like 13 years old. 13 years old. As I'm driving back home from the gym right now, that's what sparked this video. As I'm driving back from the gym right now, and I live downtown San Diego, where there's junkies on every corner, and there's a 17-year-old girl, somebody's daughter. There's somebody's daughter sitting up against the wall, gouged out of her mind, just literally on heroin or pills or something, just straight strung out. And there's like 3 junkies laying on her. Like 2 of them are looking up at her, like waiting for her to wake up to do more dope or something. It just made me sick and just crushed my soul for a second. I thought about that dad who doesn't know where his daughter is right now. It fucking just tore me up. And I came here and I had to pour it out to you guys because I've been going through this my whole life, putting my mom through this, my brother doing it too. Imagine when you get that call that your son just caught 10 years, and then your other son is consistently on meth and alcohol, just drinking himself into just blacking out, oblivion, and then being on speed, telling your mom all about this, and she's just like, Jesus, can I get a break? I always tell my mom this one thing, and I say, she thinks she's a failure. How could you not? How could you not if one of your kids went to prison for 10 years, and your other is in and out of prison for the last 10 years on that revolving door policy? How could you not feel like a failure as a parent? But I consistently tell her the truth, and this is what it is. She only asked him to quit. She asked me to quit being violent, and she asked my brother to quit doing drugs. And she's not violent, and she quit doing drugs. So I alleviate her pain by telling her, Mom, you asked him to quit dope, and you did. The only dope she ever did was she got hooked on pills a little bit and smoked weed, but she quit. She quit. And this is the thing. It runs in my family. My dad had alcoholic problems with alcohol. My brother, alcohol. Me at white, fucking selling weed, fucking selling white, all the whole 9 since I was a kid. And this is what lands us in the most trouble is just drugs. Everybody in the penitentiary is there for drugs. Every crime is drugs. My crime, drugs. That dude who robbed that place, he robbed it because he was on Oxycontin. Everything stems back to drugs. Literally 99% of people in the penitentiary, it comes back to drugs and dope, the dope game or something along the lines of dope. So when I see that little girl against the wall, it just brings it back. I'm listening to MGK, a CD, that Lace Up CD that I used to listen to in the band. And it's just so real at that moment. How much pain we drag our families through with this bullshit ass selfish behavior. You know how much harder it is to get out than it is to get in? Our negative choices are so much harder to exit than they are to enter. And I'm just hoping that I can reach so many people to show them how fucking faulty this mindset is that these parties are okay. And like I told my mom, you quit, so you're good. Everybody out there who's still drinking or smoking and not thinking it's big, just know that's the gateway for your kids to use harder drugs. You're doing it. They're seeing that you're escaping reality and they don't see no difference between your drink and their pill. Dad still drinks. Mom still has that wine. He sees her out of her mind a little bit on the weekends and there's the gateway. He's able to justify that the pills he takes aren't that bad. And you got to get rid of all of them. Escaping reality of any sort is a problem. It's a problem because then we all see that as the weakness in another person to allow our weakness to exist. You must extinguish all weaknesses in yourself in this manner to be able to speak on it. You can't speak on it if you still use, even if it's a small amount and you have it under control. The next person doesn't. My brother's homeless. When he's out of the pen, he lives on the street with paisas in the bushes, doing that scante, smoking that glass dick, stealing bottles of liquor, like kid shit. They don't even speak the same language other than pass that bottle or that pipe. His fingers are all bulbous at the ends from heart disease, from using crazy drugs. Like his fingers look fucking crazy. I asked my mom one time with tears in my eyes, I said, Mom, what's wrong with him? What happened to his hands? What happened to him? Is he been digging in the dirt or something? She's like, no, his heart's fucked up from using all those drugs. Like, the blood from his heart, it fucking turns your fingers that way. I never knew anything about that. It's just so sad. You see them, they look like zombies. The junkies around here, the ones laying on that girl down there, they're just lost. It's okay though when you're always gonna have an addictive personality. We're always gonna have an addictive personality if we have one. You have to trade your bad addictions for good addictions, and that's what I did. That's what I did. The only cure to your addictions and your drug use and your habits is discipline. It's discipline, that's it. When you get disciplined enough through your daily process, you empower yourself. You give yourself the power to choose. To choose. When I wake up today, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to go down that painful road again. That road was painful as fuck to me. For years, I woke up and said, never again, not today. And then something would trigger me to where I would get weak and I would choose the negative route over the positive one. But now, I don't let triggers faze me because I'm strong enough. Because I wake up in the morning and my first thought is something that just empowers me that my life is worth it, I'm worth it, and then I prove it with action and build that baseline discipline up through my daily small acts. So when my weakness comes about, I don't fall victim to my old vices, the drugs, the negative shit, the anger. I don't fall victim to it no more. I've done so good on my anger lately too. I'm so proud of it. You guys, you have to drop all this shit and not drag your family through the mud. Imagine making your mom go through that. You being in the pen for 10 years and your brother in and out. Imagine that as a mother. And then even me and my wife going through it. We cured her alcoholism in 8 months. We cured it. You know how many nights we laid in bed and we just held each other and cried after her drinking and then me getting angry about it? Both our weaknesses completely obvious, pulled right to the forefront, and then just curing it with love. Like, we love each other. What the fuck are we doing? So much pain we cause ourselves as humans, and it's all avoidable. It's all avoidable with simple discipline. Everybody who's getting off the path is just they know what to do. They know better. And you got to know that you're always going to have that draw. But the power comes in choosing not to fall victim to it. In the pen, everybody's there for drugs. Every crime in the pen is from drugs. 99% of them come from dope. The robberies are from dope. My case was dope. Everything's dope. Someone's doped up. Someone's selling dope. Someone robbed that person for dope. I mean, someone went and robbed that fucking pharmacy for some more Oxycontin. Normal people. There's very few crimes in the pen that don't stem from drugs. You gotta fucking drop all this shit to show people you can be strong enough. And you gotta show them. You gotta show them by dropping the drink, dropping all the negative vices, all the habits that get you there. The penitentiary made me fucking sick. It made me fucking sick because these were supposed tough dudes. And I would see their tears. I would see them one day say, hey, I'm not doing that shit no more. The next day they were at the dope man. And if a man only has his fucking word and he continually throws it away for a fucking baggie, what the fuck do we have at that point? We don't have nothing. I would rather die than throw my word away. Anymore, my word means everything to me. So I'm just putting it out there that you guys are better than that. Your life is so much better when you choose purpose over pleasure. When you choose to make these sacrifices for your family and just be proud. Goodness is uneventful. It does not flash, it glows. When you have that glow of goodness, your life is magic. You're no longer getting in your way with these ups and downs. I don't even want ups and downs. I just like that steady stream. Just that steady day of not getting in my way, not causing anyone else pain, not causing myself pain. I put enough pain on my mom, shed enough tears in the pen, wanting to quit, filled with regret. Bad men are full of repentance. The pen is full of fake tough guys who continually use dope and cry about their kids, cry about their family. Guess what? You have a choice today to drop all that shit. I did it. Cold turkey is possible, regardless of what they fucking tell you. And it's not a medical fucking, it's not a disease. It's a fucking choice. As soon as you say it's a choice and quit calling it a fucking disease, you're in control, motherfucker. Let's do this shit.